What's up, guys? It is Will here, back again for another episode of Collector's Mingle every Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern. We got some great topics on the docket this evening, starting with InArt Harry Potter. Are we excited for this one? I know one panelist of this Avengers level panel who is definitely going to be pretty excited for this one. Changes to the InArt Phase 1 list. Do we care? Do we have an input? We're going to talk about it nonetheless. I want to know your thoughts in the chat below. Of course, what made you to decide to expand your collection to different scales? Because that's going to be something, because we have a lot of collectors here that collect statues, that collect figures, different types of things. We want to talk about that. Of course, the Moduspace giveaway, among other things. Guys, so much good coming for you. So stay tuned right around the corner. Yo, what is up, guys? It is an Avengers level panel this evening. So glad for everyone to be here. And guys, thank you so much for joining us. Like I said, let us know your thoughts in the chat about all the topics we talk about. And I'll, of course, run some polls. I've had some feedback about that. I try to do as many polls as possible and try to make sure that everyone's involved as possible. That said, before we adjust this beautiful chat, let's adjust this beautiful Avengers level panel. Dr. El Professoro. How you doing?
Doctor, you say?
Yeah,
wow,
bro. I
man.
mean, you're beard. You don't get to become beard guy without having some sort of doctorate or something.
Well, I mean, there's always ways around that, bro. But, you know what? No, I'm happy to be here, man. Thanks for the invite, brother. Good to see everybody tonight.
Yeah, man. Happy to have you here, bro. Good to have you back. I know it's been a couple weeks, and like I said, originally I put you on the sheet for last week, and we worked out this week, and I was like, Mario. I was like, man, I really wanted to see you. That's what it was. I wanted to see you. I was trying to get you in sooner, so that's what it was, bro. But happy to have you, bro. So Riley Reviews, Mr. Always working on Sunday, but not this Sunday. What's going on, Riley?
Dude, well, I've unfortunately been under the weather recently, so pardon my voice if I sound a little stuffed, but I'm excited to be on the show. I knew I had to be here. I mean, every time I get Sunday off, I'm like, I got to be in Collector's Mingle, so appreciate the invite, Will. Let's go, man.
Yeah, man. Happy to have you here, bro. Happy you're not working this evening. And we got Captain Carlos with his cleanup.
Hey.
How you doing this evening, bro?
I'm doing okay. You know, just
All right.
you know, as always, doing good. But thank you for having me, bro. This is gonna be a fun one for everyone.
Yeah, man. We got some good topics, and of course, you know, what we talked about with the giveaway, which unfortunately we're having to do, but we're doing it again. So, Mr. Leal, 1/6 scale man, how you doing this evening, bro?
Oh man, I'm doing pretty good, bro. Been running around all day today. So, bro, we went like today. Toya had she had to get. Well, she's basically going to have to get 4 new tires, right?
Oh, dude.
But she got 2 for now. You know, 2 front tires because she got a flat. So bro, this is some bullshit. This is what happened yesterday. So she got a flat tire Friday. So what happened was we had to get it towed from her mom's house to the tire shop. Now, we gave them the right address, but what they did was instead of typing or putting in the address of where it needed to go, it was supposed to be 46. I think it was 4610. They put in 3610.
Oh,
so what happened
God.
was the tow truck driver, he towed her car to a car dealership, then took her key and put it in their drop box. Now, luckily, she has a spare key, but we had to go back to the car dealership tomorrow to get her other key. They had to then get somebody tow it to the garage. The tow truck driver who picked it up was like, all right, I already know who probably did this. And he said it right off the bat. He was like, yep. He said, I told you, they're assholes. Anyway, so they did it, got it over to the shop. She ended up having to get 2 tires because, of course, you know, when you replace one, you have to either get all 4 or the other 2 because simple fact that it's uneven. They have to balance out your car. So while we were there, I was like, all right, let me just basically find out like how much it's going to cost for me to get like all 4 of my tires changed, bro. Because I have an SUV and everything, bro. Like literally. Now he told me, he said, wait until March. He said, because we're going to have a deal in March. But for now, it's $780 for 4 tires,
bro. That's actually that's actually kind of what I'm used to. Yeah, that's actually not bad
for an SUV. Lel, what are you driving, bro?
Yeah,
I have a what is it? A 2019 Honda Pilot.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Bro,
I have a CRV.
The tires for my car, bro. You've been in it. That's like
you got a beast.
1,000 minimum. That's 1,000 minimum. Dude.
Yeah.
1,000 minimum.
Tires,
you got a beast, bro.
Tires are insane.
You got a piece
Leo.
of it. Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely,
it was 740, but that's like just for. Yeah, it was crazy, but if I wait till March, they give you like $100 off or something like that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
That ain't bad, Leo. Yeah.
So yeah, I can't wait for that.
Really worth it though.
But for hey, Hey, I'll take anything.
You take whatever you
but
can
That's
get.
an NRD, Mario.
I take
That's an
anything.
NRD.
It is an NRD. And that's what you think about when you think about it.
Someone's
It's like,
copay at the doctor's office, man.
so I
I'm
have
like,
to,
shit.
I have to wait for that in March, and then we go to London in April. I'm like, yo, I'm not gonna. Yeah, no, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait it out. But
Yeah,
we'll
bro.
see how it goes. Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's gonna be a fun one though, and layout. Like I said,
Yeah.
tires, bro. Yeah, I feel you on that one.
Mhm,
It's never cheap. I think I have a Honda CRV, and I think it was about $800 to $900 for my tires when I got them done. So yeah, it's pricey, bro. It's real pricey. But you usually get like maybe 50,000 miles out of those. Like it's a pretty long time. So you probably shouldn't have to change them again for at least a couple years, probably. So that said, guys, let's address the chat real quick. And then we will, I'll try to do as many as I can, guys, because there's a lot of comments here. And I'll try to do them real quick. And then what we'll do is jump into our first topic. So Miss Alien Queen, good to have you, Alien Queen. Harry Potter chat, although hella advanced, as it'll be late for me to watch this. We'll watch the replay in the morning, 4% represent. She's referring to the 4% female demographics that we have on this channel. It keeps fluctuating. Now it's actually like 3.1%. So it's actually going down. So we're actually getting
0.1.
less females show up to this channel. So we got to boost those numbers. Those are rookie numbers. Like I said, we got to get those up. Tyria, what's up, everybody? Ash Chase or Ash Cheeks, as some call him. What's up, plastic crackheads in the hospital? Oh, you're in the hospital. Oh, okay. Well, hopefully you're okay, Ash. Hopefully
Ooh.
Doing
everything's
good. Yeah.
yeah, hopefully everything's all right, bro.
mhm.
Tsunamo09, my body is ready for Maji cases. Thanks, bro. Well, rooting for you, Tsunamo. Hopefully it works out for you, bro. Ren Santino, good evening. Hope everyone's having a great weekend. Renz, good to see you, bro. The Collector, Shiny. Why are all the first and third pictures in the thumbnail both of Palpatine? So yeah, I see what you did there. You're talking about Iron Man and Palpatine. We'll see. Heine Lane. Greetings from Finland. Well,
Heine.
yeah, I know.
Pretty good.
I couldn't
Pretty
tell if
good.
it was a troll name or not. I was like, no, I think that's her name. So, or his name. I don't know.
Word.
Not sure. But great.
What
name.
up?
Oh, Ash said tore my ACL training yesterday. Oh, dude.
Oh, man.
That sucks, Ash. Sucks. Sorry to hear that, bro. Hopefully your recovery is quick and not too painful. I've never torn my ACL, but I've seen a lot of athletes do it professionally.
I did.
Did you, bro? Oh, dude.
Yeah, I did
I had a
that
guy in high
in-
school I knew tore his.
Yeah, high school, same thing. Tore it, bro.
Mm.
Man, so that ain't no joke.
I was lucky,
Damn.
man. I played. Yeah, I think most of us play a lot of different sports, but I was lucky to not tear anything. So, I mean, I had a couple like sprained ankles and stuff, but never any tears.
I
that
tore my
know of.
pec.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember you telling me that. Yeah.
Tore my pec. Yeah.
So, Eric Hankey, hello to everyone. Good to see Eric. Fig Fade is here. Ryan McCarthy, evening everyone, and go Chiefs. Yeah, absolutely, bro. Go
Hell yeah,
Chefs.
I'm watching that right now, man.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. We'll see, bro. We'll see. That'll be a good one too.
12-3. They're up. They're good. They're
Hey, we got
killing
one
it
team going to the Super Bowl already, so
now.
you
Yeah,
know.
bro, you already know. Let's
Excited
go,
for the
man.
Eagles.
Let's go,
They're gonna be
man. Let's
tough,
go,
man.
Let's go, man.
Mark Attack channel member. Thanks so much, Mark. That Tuscan in the thumbnail looks shocked as hell. You know, just how his face is. Trevor Weedle, good to see you. King Killer, Sean Breeze, Collectibles, Phantom RX, UK Sith, Andreas AB, Simon, Nick's Collectibles, my boy WillFoxification.
Will.
Good to see. Yeah, Will. Caleb Givens, what's up? Wonderdog 303. Hey everyone, let's do this. Smoke them if you got them. I'm trying to win the mod case. Who's rooting for me? Yeah, I'm rooting for you, Nick. I think you're in there. I honestly can't remember. I've only seen the first 2 Harry Potter films as a kid, but I'm super interested in see how the InArt stuff will turn out. Me too, bro. Dingleberry, great username. Xander, happy Last of Us Sunday. I know we're gonna try to get to Last of Us with a good show here. Tsunamo, Mike Fayello, the caps lock, moderator extraordinaire, Doc Smizzle. Good to see you, Doc. Safel. I don't know what that says. Profi? I don't know.
Trophy. Battle trophy.
Trophy. Soy yo. That's me.
Yeah.
What's up, Safo? What's going on, brother?
Battle.
Okay, there we go. See, I don't speak the forbidden language. So shiny.
Sir.
The 100
Yeah,
mods
yeah,
in the
yeah.
chat are gonna ban all of us. Yeah, I don't think so, but maybe. UK said live in 3 live in 3, 2, 1. Absolutely. Hello everyone, Sergeant Sal. Fig Fate said I'm heading to the movies. Avatar is calling me. Yeah, you won't make that mistake.
Damn, imagine.
Josh Baker, Alabama Wyatt, the host with the most. Thanks so much, Alabama. I appreciate you, bro. Phantom RX, I'm kind of worried about InArt no longer partnering with Queen Studios. If I read that, yeah, we're gonna talk about that. That was kind of interesting. It's almost like an offshoot. I don't know. We're gonna have to get some more information. Dinesh Theagaraja. So good to see you, Dinesh, channel member, bro. Thank you so much. Mark Attack said Leo looks like a hitman with that outfit.
No shit.
He could be, bro. He could be. You never know.
Want to
He's
rob
like
someone's
the
house? Look at
collector
him. He's
John
like
Wick.
ready to go.
Yeah, exactly. 16D's nuts. Good to see you, bro. Good to see you. Let's see here. Calvin, the drawer dropper, low key collector. Good to see you, Calvin. Linda, hello everyone. Leo was bringing that 80s and 90s fashion. He is, bro. He's bringing the style to the family. Let's see here. Joanna Tenalima. I'm going to go with that. Joanna Tenalima. Thank you so much for joining. Hello. Love the avatar, by the way. Josh Baker, tires are insane. Absolutely, bro. Ingle, Walmart tires. Yeah. Okay, guys. I think we have too many comments for me to do them all. So like I said, it's just going to take us forever. So that said, guys, let's jump into our first topic. So I'm so sorry I can't get to everyone's comments, but I will try to go through them throughout the stream. InArt Harry Potter. Guys, I want to talk about this because I know there's at least one panelist here that I think is going to be pretty excited. So, Leo, what's going on? Is Leo's camera freaking out for?
Yeah, I was gonna say. It's
Okay.
like totally
He's
glitching
like,
out,
he's glitching
right?
out.
Bro, yeah, you look like
Yeah.
you're in the Matrix
Wow.
or something.
There we go.
Okay,
There
you're
you go.
good.
That
You're
was
back
the
there.
weirdest thing.
Yeah,
bro.
that was weird. I was like, is it me? Is something?
What's going
tripping?
on?
The
Yeah.
fuck was that?
You were in the Matrix, bro. That was some
I
shit,
know,
right?
man.
Dude, that was like a scrambled transmission.
It
Oh,
was.
you know what it is? When you start talking about Harry Potter, bro, that's when it happens.
That's
Like,
what it was.
get
And Leo, I want to start with you, bro, because
what's up?
Harry Potter InArt has teased this as one of the next characters to the stage. We'll talk about the phase 1 list clearly changing, and they've put out a statement as such already to explain this. But what do you think, Leo? Harry Potter InArt, I know I messed up in my preview video. I said Chamber of Secrets. I thought that was the first Harry Potter movie, but I suck as a Harry Potter fan. So
Yeah.
it's actually the Sorcerer's Stone. So
Sorcerer's
from my
Stone.
from my
Sorcerer's
recollection, this
Stone,
should be Sorcerer's
depending
Stone.
on where you're at, it's Philosopher's Stone because they changed the name in the UK and also Sydney, Australia. So they did change the name and because
Okay.
again, you know, they don't sorcery and stuff like that in certain places. They don't really like to say that, but
Right.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
what do you think, Leo? Is this? I mean, we don't have any info yet besides a wand and a little cage. But what do you
I'm
think?
just happy that they're doing it. Of course, we know the cage is for the owl, the
Mhm.
wand, you know, again, Harry Potter, stuff like that. So I'm definitely excited, bro. I can't wait to see what they do. You know, definitely something that I'm all in for. You know, depending on how they do it. You know, if they do all three, Hermione, Ron, and Harry, that'd be dope. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm excited to see where it goes, bro. I know, but you're almost certain that we're gonna also get a Dumbledore. Like, I mean, they're really heavily into wizards and stuff like that. So we'll get that eventually. I don't know if it's gonna be the first run, but yeah, man, I'm excited. I'm excited to see where they go with it.
Nice. Yeah,
Yeah,
me too, bro.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
happy to
definitely.
see what's going on with this because I think it's going to be an exciting development because all we've had so far is what's it called? Star Race. Star Race making
Yeah,
Harry Potter
yeah,
stuff. So it's kind of
yeah.
like, I guess we're going to see InArt stepping into the fold. Because Leo,
Yeah.
I didn't think there was going to be a ton of people that would want to buy high-end Harry Potter figures, but I think I might be incorrect in that.
Bro, there's a
Maybe
lot of
we
people.
weren't getting good stuff, you know?
There's a lot of people out there that are ready for it, bro. I'm telling you, once they do it, watch
Yeah.
how it's going to go. It's going to be incredible. And people, interception. It's going to be incredible. And people are going to love it. Yeah, Chiefs is doing anything.
Nice,
But
bro.
yeah, I'm just going to put this on. Let me just, as a matter of fact, while you're doing, let me just write. I got to write this down real quick. Here we go.
You got a wand with you or something?
Mario, Harry Potter.
Yeah, Mario. It's a dope.
Mario
outfit.
Harry Potter is a nope.
Nah, but no, honestly, like seriously, bro, there's a lot of people out there that will, you know, gravitate to it, you know, certain few people that are Potter fans. I'm a Potter fan, so I'm not, you know, all things subjective for me. I can't wait to see it, bro. I'm all in.
Right. Absolutely, bro. Me too, bro. Well, Riley reviews, Mr. Ladies Man Riley. What are your thoughts about this Harry Potter, announcement from InArt? Is this going to be something that you could see yourself picking up? I don't know. I'm going to say no, but what do you think?
I mean, it's a good question. I mean, I'm one of the ones that's like, I'm not like a huge Harry Potter fan, but when I watched the movies, I did enjoy it a lot. Like, that was a really cool franchise. But the problem that I see is, for me, it's just like, I would be like interested to see it, but the problem is just like, I wouldn't know where to put it in my collection because it's super like, obviously, like you wouldn't put this next to like your MCU or like your DC figures or something like that. So it's one of those niche ones that I know when people do pick up this line, because I know there's going to be people interested in it, it's going to be super exciting to a lot of people. I'm excited for it, mainly because I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but like they haven't really dived into like a different kind of something that's like really different. And I think Harry Potter is that, like, for a lot of people out there, because everyone's like, oh, InArt's making the same stuff. Like, they need to like kind of do something unique, do something themselves. And I think this is a perfect one for that. I know that other company, they did have the Harry Potter license, but correct me if I'm wrong, the figures like aren't like crazy good, like really nice quality. So obviously now that we have InArt into the mix, it's going to be a different ballpark. But like I said, cool to see different stuff. I'm probably not going to pick this up, honestly, but I'm going to look at it. I'm going to see how it is, see the price, but it's probably going to be a pass for me. But I know a lot of people are excited, and someone said in the chat, like there's a new video game for Harry Potter coming out, the Hogwarts Legacy, that I'm also excited about. That's pretty cool. I think Shiny said that, so shout out to him. But yeah, really cool to be a Harry Potter fan right now, because it's going to be dope. And hopefully that wand can actually fly, because it looks like it.
That'd be dope, bro. I'm sure it'll literally like float around.
Innovation.
In the collection room.
Yeah, for sure.
It's called Harry Potter and the House of Party.
Yeah, it is.
I like that.
The Chamber of Parties. Yeah.
The Chamber of Parties. And when you go in the chamber, you're going to see Riley in a red house coat with a whole bunch of women just like.
Yeah, he is, bro. Riley be on a little Quidditch
broom. You don't come into this castle unless you party. You have to party.
Yeah, Leo, you know how like with guys they ride with women on the back of their motorcycles. Riley rides with women on the back of his broom, like
on
Quidditch.
Broom.
Oh, that's his broom. Wow, he puts
long ass broom, bro.
It's the party stone, so that's what it is.
Oh my god!
But Mr. Mario, El Professoro,
Oy.
is this a dopo? How many dopos is this for you? You getting 2, 3? I mean.
Goose egg, bro. Nothing, man. This isn't. This is yo. I'm not,
no, it's not happening.
I look. I'm interested in the artistry to see what they actually come out with, but as far as my excitement level for this thing, it's like nil. So I tried the Harry Potter thing, man. I think I got through like a few of them and just checked out, bro. I just couldn't do it, man. I just couldn't get into it, So it just wasn't for me. But like I said, just for the artistry, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing these. And I'm excited about them. So that's hella cool. Let's just see if he actually picks them up. That's a different story, man. So, but we'll see, man. We'll see, dude.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty dope, bro. It's gonna be pretty dope.
Joao says that I'm an MCU.
I saw that. I saw Joao said he's an MCU, 100% MCU.
I have 100% MCU focus, bro.
I can tell, bro. I can tell. If anyone's collection, it's you all about the MCU, bro.
There you go.
Yeah, but guys, thank you so much for your thoughts on that one. Carlos, I want to get to you real quick before we wrap this up. Harry Potter, how many of these are you buying?
Maybe just one. Depends.
Dude, only one?
Well, I mean, I just need Harry. I don't really need anything else at that point. If
you're one of Ron Weasley, bro.
Yeah, you don't want the whole line.
I hated him growing up. He has a very punchable face, so I never really.
All the more reason to get him, dude.
Dude, Ron is such a cool character, though. He's
no, Ron should have died a long time ago.
Nah, Ron's cool. It's the trio.
It depends when they make him. Which movie he's from. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the thing. When you guys,
I don't want to be collecting children. You know what I mean? So as long as he's like an older one, then okay. Then that's fine. But
I think it might not be though, Carlos. I think it legit might be like the what's it called, the like a Sorcerer's Stone one, which is pretty kid like.
I wonder how tall is the figure gonna be?
Well, I would think maybe 8 to 9 inches, something like that.
Yeah.
Like maybe like
more than average.
Not Yoda status.
Yeah, exactly. It should be taller than Yoda. Yeah, but I think that's what John mentioned. I think he said it was going to be from the first film. So I would think that they probably want to go with a little bit older, like maybe the Harry from the last film. But Deathly Hallows Part 2 or something. Because then if they make a Voldemort and other characters from the line, it fits in a little bit better,
Riley, would that be weird for you collecting kids like that, man?
I don't know, man. I'm basically a kid at this point, so who cares?
Well, maybe that's the reason they didn't make Miss Marvel yet.
Yeah, that's
like she's
point.
like a teenager, right?
So usually they don't dive down like the younger kids when it comes to collectibles. So,
and the body's a little bit different, so they got to work on that. But they made Kate Bishop. She's pretty young, right? She's like she's supposed to be like maybe like early 20s or something like that, or younger. I can't remember.
Teenage.
Like that,
she's
teenage.
She's a teenager. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Because I can't remember how old Haley Steinfeld actually is, but I guess it doesn't matter too much because what's it called? Andrew Garfield played Spider-Man at 30, so he was like in high school. So, and Tom Holland actually looks old, or he actually is older than he looks. Like he's like maybe 25.
25, yeah.
Yeah, like and he plays like a high schooler. So,
dude, he's only 25. Wow.
Yeah.
You thought he looked older than that?
Well, no, he looks hella young, but I'm just saying, I thought he would be older for looking. Looking so young, but
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Trevor says she's in college. I thought she was. Yeah, maybe she's like 19 or something like that. Nonetheless, guys, great thoughts on Harry Potter. We got a super chat from McCoy Culture. Thank you so much, Josh. Appreciate you, bro. Can't say, just dropping in to say hey to this Avengers level panel. Have a good stream, you guys. Thanks so much, Josh. Guys,
Thanks, bro.
Josh was on our Last of Us channel. We had a chat with he and Optical about episode 2. So Josh is such a great guy. So I got to go on his channel sometime soon. Trying to schedule that out. But thank you so much, Josh. Appreciate that, bro. Glad he's getting into hot toys. I know he's been more of a statue guy.
Yeah,
man.
Mario's been enabling him, bro.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, hey, Josh is a smart man. He's diversifying his assets.
Him, Chase,
all the
Chase,
all the statue
too,
guys.
yeah.
I don't think I've talked to Chase about it. Yeah, I didn't know Chase.
He went hard, dude. He dropped like 5 G's already doing on Hot Toys in his first month.
Chase,
He's blaming it all on Mario.
He blames it on Mario.
Me and Anthony, yeah.
Chase is such a chill dude. It's like every stream I watch with him, I'm just like, he's so calm. Like I wish I could be that calm all the time. He just like seems so relaxed. But yeah, thanks so much, Josh. Appreciate you, bro. Guys, I want to ask you a question here. And this was a comment that InArt had made, I think in one of the Facebook groups. I'm not exactly sure, but someone had shared this, I know, in a place for collecting. And InArt had given a comment here saying sort of that the changes to the InArt phase 1 list are actually being made. So, and someone had also pointed out in this comment here that Queen Studios and InArt were possibly operating independently now and supply chains were changing. I don't know. It's a little bit vague, and sometimes this cannot be taken at face value because someone will comment this and then they'll backtrack it. This has happened with some InArt, comments on Facebook and other places before, where it's like, okay, they'll make a comment and then later on they'll change it around. It's like, oh, that's not what they meant. The person didn't know, or some of the stuff. I think it was with Toys Wonderland and stuff like that before. But now we have an interesting situation here where they're saying they're going to make changes to the InArt phase 1 list, and supposedly InArt and Queen might be 2 separate things. So I don't know. This is going to be really interesting to see. That said, Mario, I want to start with you. Do you have any sort of issue with changes in the phase 1 list?
Well, are they omitting anything, or just in addition?
They might be.
That's the question.
I think they might be, because I think one of them was what's it called? The Matrix Neo, right, from the new one. I could see that, and Mira, right? I could see those two.
Yeah, I mean, John did mention that those two could be questionable. Considering there's not much interest in the Neo and what's going on with the Mira. There might not be much interest there. So I wouldn't be opposed to it. No big deal. For me personally, I'm not really looking forward to, I guess, either of those two. But again, like I mentioned before, for the artistry, I'm curious to see what they'll actually pull off, man, because I just want to see, what kind of work they're actually putting into it. Now, in regards to Queen Studios and them separating, from the parent company, I believe John actually mentioned that before earlier, that was actually going to happen. Okay. He might have mentioned it I don't know about when it would take place, but he did say it's going to happen. So for them, moving forward, it's going to be interesting to see whether or not I'm sure they can probably maintain that same artistry, without their parent company, but it'll be interesting to see what happens. But it honestly doesn't really affect me none, really. It's like, if they're putting out new stuff and it changes, cool. I mean, right now they're still in their infancy, so to me, it's not a big deal. I don't know how others really feel about it, but let's hear it.
Right. Yeah. I'm interested to see, bro. Because Mario, I remember him, now that you say that, I remember him at one point saying something, but I didn't know if it was definitive. I know he was saying, yeah, I'm more so working with Queen rather than InArt now, so I can answer some InArt questions, but not as much. And I kind of took that as, I'm like, okay, well, I don't know.
He did say that it would be, separate.
Right.
That we'll be eventually separating.
The way I thought of it, though, Mario, was like Queen was still going to be the parent company. It's kind of like Disney and Marvel, right? Like Disney, I guess it's still going to be like that, I would assume. But not exactly sure how that's going to work out. But anyway, so Riley, what do you think about this, bro? Changes to the phase 1 list. I mean, hopefully they don't get rid of anything. Like that Legolas I really, really want. I don't think they would get rid of that one, but you never know. Riley, what do you think? Is there anything concerning here?
Yeah, Mario's totally wrong. It's a major deal. It's a huge deal. I'm gonna tell him what. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just messing around. Okay, so it's kind of a big deal, but kind of not at the same time. It depends what they really touch in the phase 1 list. I talked about this with Carlos, and I believe, you and Carlos in the group. Yeah. When it comes to the DC figures, I know when we had the show, they said they wanted to stick to keeping the phase 1 list, but now that we see here with this post, it kind of seems like they're not. The one thing that I'd say is, particularly with the DC, is the trinity that they have lined up, which is the Superman, the Batman, and the Wonder Woman. Because I know Lale, he's going to be pissed if they take out that Wonder Woman. And I think a lot of people will be pissed for sure. And I'm one of the ones where if they take out Cavill, I made it a post in my group. I'm gonna be so mad because they can't do that, man. I hope that they don't like kind of take off those really popular characters in phase 1. But you guys are right. Like when it comes to Mira, when it comes to the other ones that are kind of like people are like you can switch that up for something else. Like people won't care. But if you take away like the big name characters in that list, there's gonna be a little bit of like response and feedback that's not too great for InArt. So hopefully they don't do that. Maybe it's out of their hand, but to me, I think that they should stick more to the most popular in that phase and kind of fizzle out certain ones. I mean, I know one that would be particular is Black Adam. I don't know if people would be mad if they took that out or not, because we do have the Hot Toys, and obviously the film didn't like do like the best thing ever. Like it wasn't an amazing film. So maybe they're just like, we're going to dump it. We're not going to do it, but I don't know. But to me, I just hope that they don't take off those super popular characters, but they could tweak some certain stuff, like you guys said, like Mira. But I know that John said that maybe in China it doesn't really matter to them, like the whole case thing and all that drama. So they just kind of like the way like aesthetically she looks. So they might end up doing it anyways. But yeah, I'm excited to see, because they did say that they're going to do new stuff. So that's kind of cool. Because I know, Will, you had your show the other time where they're doing like stuff that has to do with like their actual like China worldwide licenses with that one. I forget what it was. People were saying it looked like a Kit Kat bar.
Right.
About.
Yeah. It's more of an Asian license. Yeah.
Exactly. So that's maybe like kind of telling us here, like, yeah, they are making changes. They're going to do new stuff. And like I said, hopefully not take out some really popular old DC stuff. But yeah, it's interesting to see for sure.
Yeah, it is. And you know, obviously they added one with that character, and I'm excited about that actually, because it's not going to be for me. I did hear it's on Netflix, so maybe I'll go and watch it, and maybe I do love it, and it could be for me, right?
Right.
But it's obviously not as much for the Western market. But I'm excited that they're going to be making stuff over there for their market as well. I think that's great that collectors are going to be getting more diversity in their figures. And
I don't think that even, I know some people have said like if they do like are not like partnered with Queen Studios anymore, like maybe the quality would like they'd be scared it would dip or something, but I don't think so. I think that InArt is like, I think from the jump when they made InArt, it's like its own studio and own like organization where they work on the figures, apart from Queen Studios where they do their statues and stuff. I might be wrong on that, but if in my opinion, I think that like they're gonna have the same team working on it. Mario. Yeah, but they might have the same team just working on it, just in a different location. Who knows? But yeah.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Well, Leo, what do you think, bro? Are you concerned at all? Worried at all with this phase 1 list changing?
Not at all, bro. Like I mean, InArt is InArt, bro. Just like any other company, they're going to go through certain changes. It's not really a big deal for me. But also just remember with the sudden, with the change of the guard in the DCU, especially with DC Studios now, the IP is changing. They're going a totally different route. They did say, and it was a statement that was made, by Warner Brothers in DC, that even merchandising for the old guard is going to change. I mean, again, we're no longer running with Henry Cavill. We're no longer basically running with, Black Adam, Dwayne Johnson is Black Adam. Of course, we might as well basically assume that there won't be another Wonder Woman film, which means, we may not see Gal Gadot there anyway. So again, I mean, I learned to expect the unexpected and just keep it at that. But if that happens, and maybe they did get in contact with a lot of companies that they have licenses with and say, look, this is the route that we're going. We need you to basically focus on this. We don't want to put out the wrong impression that this is what's going to happen. And they just might be moving in that direction. There's a lot of things that are changing. So if it's changing cinematically, if it's changing, when it comes to like that form of entertainment, whether it's streaming properties, in theater, whatever, then obviously the merchandising is going to change. And they're going to want to focus on what they're doing now, and not too much emphasis on what was done in the past to kind of give off the wrong impression that they're supporting that, and they're petty right now. So we already know that's the route that they're going to go. So I literally, if it happens, it's definitely going to happen. And I'm like, you know what, whatever. So I mean, again, if I don't get Wonder Woman for them, I'm cool with it. I mean, Hot Toys basically produce something that looks like, pretty decent. So I'll run with that, you know what I mean? And just keep it at that. If InArt decides not to do it, then that's fine. You know what I mean? It is what it is, bro. The things that they actually already have up for pre-order, of course, they already got to push for, because people have paid for it, unless they decide that they want to give the money back. Which I don't know. They're not going to do that. They're not going to be stupid enough to do something like that. But I just think going forward, there may be some things that are going to change, and just expect it. So it doesn't really, like, at the end of the day, bro, like I said, there's so many conversations about InArt, what they're doing and their product and stuff like that. I'm just like, okay, we'll see.
Yeah. It's interesting though they make that statement. They're saying now InArt is running independently, including a supply. It almost makes it sound like friction or something. Like I don't know.
Right.
Yeah, it does read a little. Maybe like Mario was saying,
they
maybe
just
it was all part of the
focus
plan.
on InArt. They just
Right.
want to focus on, so
Right.
no one can, they have that division and they have InArt. Then so
Right.
it could be that way,
Right.
Yeah, maybe so. Well, I mean, I think the quality is still going to be very high nonetheless. At least that's what I'm predicting, just because of, the Joker in hand and, Queen Studios track record and the artists involved with InArt. But yeah, I guess we'll see.
And Wonder Dog, yes, I do actually own the Golden Armor Wonder Woman. It's a beautiful piece to have in your collection.
Nice.
I mean, again, it is a golden figure, so just and the articulation is not there like that. So it's a good museum pose type of character. You might get some flight directory from it. It looks decent, but I mean, other than that, it's beautiful though. I like it. I love it though.
Right. Well, Carlos, what do you think, bro? Do you have any concerns, any hesitations with this InArt Phase 1 list changing?
No, not really, man, because it just means they're probably going to get rid of the figures that probably weren't going to sell well to begin with, Amira or other characters alike. So I think that's really all it's telling us, is that they're, noticing maybe they saw the sales for a Pennywise and the Batman and others, and they're like, well, if maybe some of them didn't do well, maybe Aragorn didn't sell as well as they hoped, even with such a good prototype. So maybe they're realizing that they're going to change that, so that they can do better. But yeah, I mean, not particularly worried or any of that. I think it just means that InArt's making some changes, just because there was a lot of figures in that list that probably weren't ideal, like I said, like Mira and so others. So
Yeah.
maybe they canceled Dune. Who knows? I don't know if anyone would actually pick that up.
They may have. They may have. Because I know even Leo, I talked to Leo and he loved Dune. And I really like Dune a lot too, but I don't know if I would pay $400 for.
Not for the figure, bro.
Right.
It wasn't in a space where I felt as though I needed to pay that much for it. So again, like I said, when it comes to InArt, I'm very, very, very selective about what I get. I mean, because that's high end and I don't need everything. And to be quite honest, Will, like your review of the Joker figure kind of helped me look at it that way. You know what I mean? Because again, we praise it because it's high end, but we got to also keep in mind that if it's flawed, you have to also talk about that as well. So
yeah,
I'm very, 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 very selective. And on top of that, like I talked about this earlier today, man, like there's changes even with marketing, but also changes when it comes to like their dealings with different companies. I mean, it just, I guess like that whole shipping issue, that it just wore me out, bro. Like it did. That conversation really wore me out. So I don't know. I mean, maybe there might be some changes, internally that they need to make, especially, when it comes to like, distribution and, everything on the back end for as far as business, they could do that as well. So I don't know. It's not really a big deal.
You don't want a KG figure? Come on. I know KG's getting me him. He's getting me him for free.
And that's the only figure that's approved for worldwide distribution, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
Right.
So maybe they won't cancel
there
it.
went that plan.
Chalamet.
The Dune.
Yeah, right.
KG Chalamet.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's interesting, Mario. Maybe that's one reason to do it, but I don't know if the demand is there for Dune.
It may not be worth may not be worth the ROI, dude.
Right,
So
and like if that figure is going to cost $400 or $450 or $500, maybe like are people really going to pay that? That's I don't know. I mean,
That's a good point.
I mean, if Pennywise isn't even really moving as much as they thought, then I don't think Timothée Chalamet is going to move. So,
Pennywise isn't moving as much.
I think they said that was probably one of the lower ones. But they've done some pretty popular characters so far, so maybe that's just
so.
it. But
Let me ask you a question: do you think that a lot of that is because people? I mean,
it could be. It's expensive for some. So.
It's expensive for some, but then
So,
again, people still have choices, and Hot Toys still has that figure out there, and it's still pretty well.
Yeah, it's still pretty good.
It looks good. So maybe people are selling them with that and saying, we don't really need to have a rooted hair figure. You know what I mean? So
right.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Were
absolutely.
the pre-orders closed for the Pennywise, or is it still? I mean, other than Spec.
Spec might be the only one that has it. It's a good question,
Yeah,
Mario. I don't think anyone
closed.
else really does. Yeah. Because maybe he had some cancellations and other stuff, but yeah,
Possibly,
absolutely.
yeah.
But guys, before we move on to the next topic, I know Carlos, you're not feeling well, bro. So I'll let you go,
No.
man. Yeah, I know. Hopefully you feel a little bit better. Carlos' stomach is all messed up, so we're gonna get him out of here. But feel better, bro,
Mom.
and we'll have you join the next live stream.
Milk of
Sound good?
magnesia, mom's all white bottle. No, it's no joke, bro. That shit works.
Does it? Okay.
Bro, my stomach on Thursday was terrible. I had me some moms laid down. I woke up a new man, bro.
Damn.
No
Okay.
shit.
Gotta give me
Fair
some
enough.
like
'Cause
7-Up or some shit.
It coats the stomach,
Yeah.
bro. Definitely, man.
Moms.
Yeah. The one
I
thing
like
I
it
would
too.
say is Metamucil. That really helps me, honestly. Yeah, it gives you fiber, so it's really nice. But Carlos, yeah, good to see you, bro. And like I said, guys,
Yeah.
Carlos will catch up with us in the next one. Is there anything you want to talk about with a place for collecting or anything?
No, man, and I'll just
Okay.
catch you guys on the next, on the next stream. But
Cool.
yeah, sorry, couldn't make the whole
Take
stream.
care, bro.
Nah, you're good, bro.
Just
All right, bro.
wipe your-
We'll catch you
wipe your
soon.
booty, wipe your
Rest
booty,
up, bro.
wipe your booty, just wipe your booty.
Rest up, bro.
Just wipe your booty.
Yeah, wipe it, dude. Wipe the thing. All right, so, all right, guys. So we got another topic here. I want to ask you guys, what made you decide to expand your collection to other scales? Because everyone here, I know, collects multiple scales. We all have statues, we have figures, we have even different scales of both of those things. So I want to ask you this question. And Mario, I'm going to start with you because you literally have a statue right
shit.
behind you.
I do.
What made you expand your collection to other scales? Was it as simple as a good quality piece, or did you want to expand for any other reason?
It's as simple as that. Some of these pieces aren't available in a scale that I stick to. Right. And then
okay.
amongst other things too, like say if I'm going to go quarter scale or third scale, man, it's the presence alone, in that piece, like Hush Batman third scale prime 1. I ain't gonna see that in 1/6. I've seen it in 1/12. Not a fan of it, but the prime 1, I mean, that's just a beast. Daenerys too. I don't, there's no diorama out there like this in 6 scale, and granted, what's it, Blitzway that are doing Game of Thrones figures? I mean, nah.
3-0.
Nah.
3-0.
Oh, 3-0. Excuse me. Actually, Blitzway actually did this. 3-0, but yeah. No, thank you. I'm good. I've seen him in person, man, over there at SDCC, and yeah, I'd rather have something like this. I mean, even though the likeness still isn't, 100%, it's the overall, presentation of this particular piece, that's the story that it's telling, man. That I really appreciated. Along that too, man. I mean,
Beautiful
I just
piece, bro. Fuck.
it really is, dude. It really is, man.
I'm not. You got it. It's damn, bro.
Yeah, I got one of the last ones too, from what I understand, man. So,
Yeah. Marin, you got everything
Um,
fixed up now, right? Everything's good
As far as this,
for your statue. Yeah. Because I know there was
Yeah.
like the one piece that wasn't fitting in, and
Yeah.
Mario,
We had to
did
get
you-
the hair dryer out to put it all in, but yeah, it actually.
Mario, did you say you got the last of them?
See, Leal knows 9 o'clock, baby. It's coming.
yeah, man. We gotta hurry up and wrap in 50 minutes, man. So
Yeah.
let's keep it moving. But yeah, man. I mean, even from 375, which was my baby for the longest time as well, is just that it's hard to pick a lane sometimes, man. 375 Star Wars that was my passion, dude. From way back when, bro. Well knows, and and right now,
Bro, that wall behind you, Mario, was dope. The whole wall
yeah,
of
dude, yeah,
yeah, 375s.
It's just out of control right now, man. So I'm taking
Gotcha.
a break from that. I'll probably just stop it. But yeah, I mean, but honestly, it was just because of like there's not everything is available in one single scale.
right.
That's basically it. And I wanted to try to expand my horizons after seeing some of these crazy ass pieces that are out there. I mean, for me, getting statues and shit like that, man. So
Yeah.
I just appreciate the artistry. I really do, man. And some may say that 1/6 is like the ultimate scale. I can agree with that to a degree. I think you're gonna get like the best likeness out of the Hot Toys and and InArt and everybody else that's stepping up their game. And that's another reason too. I just wanted like some of the best representation of a particular character that's out there. Like for me in Star Wars, it's the Hot Toys. That's for as of right now. That's where it's at. But yeah, bro, that's a whole lot of things, man. A whole lot of things.
There's a lot of factors for sure, Mario, but you're absolutely right, bro. It's the presence too of a statue. You can't really deny that. I mean, it's it can be stunning when done right, bro. Absolutely. Yeah. Well, Riley, I know you have a statue coming eventually. Do you have any statues currently?
No, I don't have any currently.
you
But I
will
do
have
have
a
that.
statue, though.
I will. And it's
Is
all
it
because
the-
of these guys.
Isn't it the
Yeah, it's
J&D
the
Batman, Riley? Is that what it is?
It is. Yeah, I
Okay.
still have that
So,
on
Riley,
order.
what made you do that?
Dude, It's all these guys here. It's all their faults, especially Mario. Mario
Yeah, it's
knows
Mario
this.
mostly.
Really?
Mario mostly.
I'm in his little group chat. He's always sending links to these statues. Like he knows what he's doing.
Riley? Have you seen that new Vader on Throne?
The Iron,
Oh,
yep,
dude.
I've seen it, bro, and people
Mhm.
keep telling me to check it out.
And it's pretty
Mhm.
reasonably priced too, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, it
dude,
looks great.
$9.49. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Free
it's really
shipping?
awesome. Yeah. Keep enabling, Mario. Keep it up. But, yeah.
man. That's dope. I name like Cisco collectors, I name like statue collectors, man. I freaking love it.
Everyone. But
Yeah.
yeah, that on top of just like you guys have talked about the artistry, I think that like in my opinion, when it comes to like again 6 scales and any scales obviously higher, I think that those carry a lot more presence, and I think it has obviously a lot of details. I mean, it depends on the company you kind of go with, but in my eyes, that's the main reason why I wanted to jump into that, because when it comes to statues, like the 6 scales are cool. Yeah, you can pose them, you can move them around, you can do a lot of stuff with 6 scale. But with statues, you're mainly getting it for like Mario said, the artistry and just like
Riley,
the. Oh yeah, go
Did
ahead.
you see? Did you see that Corvo just got his first statue and how giddy he is over it right now?
Yeah,
Did
I
he?
saw that.
He just got the what was it? The Dark Knight Returns Daniel Bell
Yep.
sideshow premium format,
Nice.
and he is drooling all over it, bro. He wants
exactly.
more.
That's what
Yeah.
happens, Mario. That's what
Yeah,
happens.
I
bro.
know,
Go
man.
down the
I
hole.
know.
And this dude,
Yeah.
this is a dope statue. This is really cool. I want
Mhm.
to
I
see.
can
how
only
it
assume
turns
he has a
out.
butt peg to sit into the base.
Yeah,
Is that right?
probably. I'd imagine a butt.
Well,
peg.
I mean, you don't necessarily. She does it. She just molded
Hmm.
sitting down and just plop it right on
Yeah,
the chair.
Maybe
man.
that's what it is. All right. Well, that's true.
Well,
All right,
there you
Riley.
go,
I mean,
but,
what's cool? I mean, if
no.
like this one, the seats actually molded to the cheeks, which is nice. So I'm sure maybe the
Oh
top has the same
wow!
kind of comfort.
Molded into
So
the
you got a
cheeks.
cheek
So,
molds. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
man.
Okay, interesting, but yeah, it's an amazing looking piece. This one specifically, but like I said, that's mainly why I wanted to do that, and also kind of just diversifying the collection. I think is really cool. I always like to check out any types of scales, just if obviously it's something that I enjoy or love. Obviously, the Batman was one of the films that I love. Mario, I'm never gonna let it go, bro. You gotta like that film, bro. Come on. And there you go. You got it right here. It's Grail, bro. No, but I'm excited about this. I'm gonna see how the final turns out, but I'm excited about just diving into different scales and just like you guys talked about, the artistry is just bar none, especially with this company. But you're paying that price, so I gotta get ready for it.
You are, bro.
You still committed?
Absolutely.
You still committed, dude?
I've still got an order. I'm committed, bro. I'm ready, but I'm waiting for the final. But what they've shown it
Yeah.
at events, and it looks freaking amazing.
It's a good question because you know he's getting the NR too, Mario. So
That's true.
you
That's
know,
why I'm just
so-
like,
Just like,
oh, man,
hey, I still have the Inner Joker coming in along with the Queen Studios Artist Edition, man. So
Hey,
There you go.
it's still going down.
I heard the possibility that a Queen is going to make a half scale Joker. So
yeah, that would be cool to see.
I heard
Yeah, and it's supposedly it's-
Queen
I heard
making a
silicone.
half scale Thanos.
Dude,
Oh,
that'd
yeah.
be massive though. That'd be massive.
Mhm.
That'd be
insane.
massive. Because Thanos is what, like maybe 7, 8, 9 foot tall, something like that. So
Right.
yeah, he's
Yeah.
pretty freaking tall. He's probably like 8, 9 foot tall, I would think. Yeah. So if you do half of that, yeah, that's pretty big, especially with the base.
Yeah.
But it could be
a
done.
half scale Hulkbuster also, man.
That's true. That's true. Well, that's quarter
That's-
scale, isn't it? That's quarter
No, half scale. Like it'll be like life size of an Iron Man.
scale.
Bro,
That is
what?
massive.
You
'Cause
need like
they
a
did
half
the one
scale.
to one
Hulkbuster.
Hulkbuster. Yeah, but
Yeah.
yeah. So Leia, what about you, bro? What made you expand to multiple scales? I know you have a handful of statues. I know you got like Asajj from what I remember, the Wonder Woman. You know, what made you do that?
Just really being selective, bro. I
Mm.
mean, for no particular, only rhyme and reason for me, man, is just because, like, I just, again, we like the artistry, but when it comes to statue, I don't really consider myself a true statue collector because I only have a few of them that I have within my collection that I embrace. Again, Asajj Ventress, Maul, this Wonder Woman, of course, is a
That
beautiful
beauty right
piece.
there, man. Yeah.
Right.
Definitely a piece to have in your collection if you're a Wonder Woman fan. It's what you see is what you get, and the quality is definitely there. So they nailed it with that piece. I have the premium format Batman and also Batgirl, as well as the Boy Wonder himself. And let me see here, we got Storm. Now, as far as quarter scale, I sold my quarter scale Mando. Just didn't need it in my collection. I didn't really want to go down that road. I mean, quarter scale
Right.
for me is it's just a huge figure that you have in hand that really I don't necessarily need it. I don't have really an attachment to it. Especially when I'm looking. I mean, I'm gonna always be the 1/6 scale dude. I mean, just proposing just sheer artistry. That's pretty much my lane. Statues, it just depends on the piece. I think the next one for me, the only one I'm looking forward to is that premium format, Ahsoka. And that's because I love that piece, bro. It's such a beautiful piece. So that's the one I'll have. But as far as going deep into like the statue space, I just, again, bro, like, I mean, I have to look at limited space. Also, it's just not really something that I'm diving deep in. I'm gonna be extremely selective. So it's like a once every so often that you'll see me actually pick up a statue piece, and it has to really, really, really speak to me, bro. But for me, 1/6 scale is where I'm at, bro.
Yeah, it makes sense, bro. It makes sense because Leo and like we've talked about, I think one of the reasons a lot of us got into 1/6 scale, I'd be willing to bet, was because Hot Toys was so good you couldn't ignore it. And that's maybe Mario, like what we're seeing with Chasen and Josh and other collectors like that, who are just like seeing Hot Toys and InArt and other companies that are popping up, and they're like, damn, this is really, really good, and I can no longer ignore this. So I think we're starting to see more mixed collections.
But you know what?
For sure.
The decent part about it is I think that companies like Hot Toys is catching on, because you even see it now that they're delivering these dynamic bases. Incredible artistry when it comes to the base. So again, you're not just getting a figure on this regular figure stand, you are getting the diorama base.
That's true.
And that's literally you can have a mini 6 scale statue and just pose it the way you want and give it the characteristics that you want with that piece. So if they continue to do that, I mean, there's always going to be a space for both, bro. Like it literally is. This Wonder Woman, I mean, literally was a no-brainer for me, bro, and I couldn't wait to get it in hand. I was so happy to have it. And it's to have it once you see it, if you see it in person, if you have the piece in person, the swap out pieces, the shield, the sword, you even get a comic accurate version or comic concept version with the swappable head sculpt. It's an amazing piece, man. Definitely is. And that's why I say that for me, I have to really, 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 really be selective about what I get and what I have in my collection, man. Because again, I am and always will be that 1/6 scale collector. So
quarter scale, man.
Quarter scale, man is.
Well, what about you, bro? What made you like? I mean, like expand your horizons as well? I'm just curious.
Yeah, well, I'm going to show you, Mario, because I was pulling it up.
So here we go. This one made him. And then when the half scale comes out,
all grails.
Yeah, you're gonna say it's a grail, and then you're gonna see the half scale and be like, oh, that's the grail.
Yeah, that's a grail also. I mean, anything Loki is a grail technically, but I would by definition it's grail if it's Loki. But I would say that overall, Mario, I think the quality, bro. I think the quality is really what goes for. So the character, for one thing I've always, and this is a mistake I've made in the past that I've definitely learned from as I've sold things and traded and done this and that, right? With statues, dude, I feel like you got to be 100% certain that you love that character and you want that statue, because because space is finite, because all of us collect 1/6, we collect statues. You only have so much space and you can't really expand that most of the time. So you might have room for, I don't know, depending upon your space, like 10 statues maybe or less. So when new things come out, like you get tempted by so many different things. And if you have a character, you're like, oh, I really like that character, but they're not Loki to me, right? You're just going to eventually get rid of it. And then trust me, doing taxes now, that's not fun. So it's not fun when you have to sell things and then, figure out where you bought it and what you bought it for, where you sold it, whatever, how much profit you made and so forth, right? So not exactly fun. As far as statues, Mario, what I would say, I think the quality is undeniable. These companies are offering, each of them in their own scales respectively, are offering something very unique and something you can't ignore. Like it's if you love that character, you cannot ignore what they're offering. So as much as I love the Hot Toys Loki, I still think it's pretty good. I look at this and I'm like, damn, I need this too, right? And I think that's what's happening with a lot of people. And Mario, this is the decision we have to make as multiple collector scales, all of us. Like for example, Night King, right? The Prime 1 Night King is great. Really like it.
Tell me did you actually pick it up yet?
Not yet, no. Because you know why, Mario? Because I'm thinking eventually InArt's going to make that Night King. And it's just like, would I rather wait for that and just wait and see? Because I only have so much room for statues.
Yeah.
So if I'm going to get like a limit to my 10 statues, it's got to be something really elite. Like these guys you can all see here, none of them are getting sold because I absolutely love them and I love the characters. So, but it's just a matter of like, the others. And I even got Revan behind me. He's not getting sold. Joker. Like those are just beloved characters to me. And I think the statues to me, they grab my attention. For one, I think I love 1/6, but the statues might have a little more presence just because they're bigger, Yeah,
absolutely.
For sure.
So, and I would say, but 1/6 can do some really amazing things, especially for collectors maybe like Lael who love engaging and posing. They're perfect. And I like that, but I also go for the quality more. That's what I would say. I go for the quality, whether it's 1/6 or 1/4 or 1/2 or whatever. Like I'll just go for whatever the most quality piece is of a character I love. That's what I'd say.
Gotcha.
So anyway, guys, thank you so much for your thoughts on that one. And we got a super chat real quick to address. Mark 51's Collectibles. What it do, everybody? Great to be here. Good to see you, Mark 51. I don't know if I know the Mark 51 Iron Man suit. Is there a Mark 51? I don't know if there is. Because there's the Mark 50 and then there's the 85. I guess they didn't show anything in between, did they?
I don't think so.
Because Rescue's 49, from what I remember.
Yeah, just stop.
Yeah. I guess they didn't show it. Anyway, I'm guessing, Mark, that's maybe your age, Mark 51. I like that username. Maybe. So. That said, guys, we got to do something real quick. The Moduspace giveaway.
Let's do it.
We want to get this knocked out because we want to give a winner 2 6 1 10 Moduspace giveaways. As I've said, if you guys want more information on this, you can look on my YouTube community page. I shared a post about it. Like I said, don't really want to go into too much more detail than that. Yeah, so that's something that I want to keep. Let's see here. Let me see. I want to share my screen. Sorry, my voice was like echoing for some reason. I'm going to share something real quick. I'm going to show basically the wheel. So I got all the entries into the wheel.
Damn.
As you can see, I'm gonna get rid of this.
That's a lot.
Right. It's a lot of entries. So they're all in alphabetical order right now. What I'm gonna do in pursuit of transparency here, I'm gonna shuffle it 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And I'm gonna spin it once. And please remember, if you are not here, you will not win this. Okay? And we're gonna have to respin it. So please be here. Please be here. We're gonna spin it only once. And like I said, these are the same entries from last time. Like I said, the only ones I did remove were a couple of people, like I said, that were banned from this channel. That was it, in full transparency. But like I said, other than that, I kept everything else the same. So I'm going to spin it once. And like I said, we're going to have a lucky winner of 2 6 1 10 Moduspaces that will be delivered to you May to June of 2023. That's what I've been told anyway. That said, let's spin it. You guys ready?
Go. I'm ready. Let's go.
Right, let's do it.
Oh, man.
Let's see who wins this.
It's got to be me or Carlos.
Oh, is that Louis Lebitz? Lebitz.
Oh,
my God.
Dude,
Louis Lebitz. Dude, Louis, I hope you're here, bro.
Is he?
I haven't seen him.
You haven't seen
Louis
him?
is a legend, bro.
Louis is a legend, bro. Can you imagine if he's not here? Louis, you got to comment below if you're here. We're going to give you about 30 to 40 seconds, something like that.
Come on, man.
No, his
Louis,
ad doesn't show up in the chat.
His ad doesn't show up?
No.
Oh, Louis, bro.
Louis, bro. Happen again. We're going to go through like 5 spins. No one's going to get it.
Let the clock run.
I know, right? We're going to let the clock run for another 30 seconds or so. But that's unfortunate because last time we spun it, I think 4 times. Yeah, we spun it 4 times. So hopefully, he's not showing up in the at symbol, guys. So I guess I'm just going to have to respin it. Unfortunate.
Damn.
Unfortunate.
Poor Louis, man.
I know. Yeah, it's so unfortunate. All right, let's respin it.
Oh, man.
This time, it's going to be for real. I promise.
Please be someone in the chat.
Oh, that's Max.
Max.
Yeah, Max.
Who is this Max?
I don't know. Max is going to have to let us know if he's here.
My dog's name is Max. Maybe he entered.
What if there's like 5 Maxes in the chat?
I think so. Basically, yeah, we're going to see.
No Max. I see no Max in the chat either.
No Max in the chat?
Not for Max. Nope.
Because basically, yeah, there's no Max.
Andres is like, who's Max?
Max is asleep. Oh, no, that's specific. Yeah, because basically what happens is we got usernames from YouTube and then also name. If we got a name from the Facebook group, then basically it was, what's it called?
Max Payne.
Yeah, Max Payne. All right, well, we're going to spin it again because there's no Max here. So
third time's the charm.
Third time's the charm, baby. Let's do this. All right, come on, guys. This is going to be the one.
Come on.
Jack Crane?
Jack
Crane?
Is he here?
Let's see. Is Jack?
See him.
You don't see him either,
I'm not
Mario?
No, I'm
You're gonna go 4 spins.
I'm typing everybody out, bro, and no one's showing up.
Oh my god!
You guys, come on! You're making my life so
Come
difficult.
on, Jack.
Bro.
Let's just end this giveaway, finalize it. We can move on.
This is
Jack.
hilarious.
I put in J.
Why does this
All I got
happen?
is Jason. What? Jason
Bro.
Hammerlight?
I'll
Am I
be
right?
right back. Toya just spilled some boiling water on her arm. Give me a right.
Oh, yeah,
Oh
Take your
no!
time.
Oh no! Oh no! Hope she's okay, bro.
Damn.
All right, take your time, bro. All right, guys. That's unfortunate about Toya, but
Dude,
we need to spin it one more time. All right.
She's all right.
All right. Come on, Toya. Please come through for us. But we're going to spin this wheel also just in the name of getting these
Kaiju
Maji
Races
cases
will
out.
set
All
them
right.
on behalf.
Let's do this. All right.
Come on. Imagine.
Lucky number 4. Lucky
go.
number
Come on.
4.
Let's not make it 5. Don't make it 5, guys. What is it?
Charles Rubel.
Charles Rubel.
I got
Here.
Charlie the Unicorn. That's it.
Oh
Let's
my
see.
god, no way.
Nope. No Charles Rubel either, dude. Ronnie, please, Ronnie, check too, man. Check if I'm
Okay,
wrong.
I'm checking.
No,
bro,
I
I'm
didn't see
checking.
them. I didn't see them. Yeah, I guess
Bro.
if we spit it like 10 times, do I just keep them or like what do I do? Like donate them
We
to
just close
charity?
it. We're not
Yeah, I
doing
know.
it.
Just close the giveaway.
Dude, this is insane.
Charles is here. Charles is here.
Oh, is he there? Okay, there
Is
we
he?
go.
There
Charles
he
is
goes,
there.
there he
He
goes,
made
there
it.
he
Charles
goes,
is
there he
here.
goes.
We have a
There we
winner.
go.
Thank
Hey,
God.
woo.
Thank you, Charles.
Congrats,
Thank you.
Charles. Let's go.
All right, we got it. Thank you so
Oh my
much.
God.
Charles is here.
Nice.
Congratulations,
There you
Charles.
go.
Shoot me a message on Facebook or Instagram or something, and I will get up with Brian from Moduspace about shipping you these 2 6110 Moduspaces. Thank you so much. Charles is here. Thank you.
Congrats, Charles.
Thank you,
Let's
Lord,
go.
for being here, Charles. Guys, so we spun it 4 times. 4 times.
4
right?
times.
That's
The
what we
last
did
time
last
it was
time.
like 5 or what, or 4.
Exactly.
Now,
exactly.
Will, real quick,
What's
man.
up?
I'd hate to be the Debbie Downer, but do you want to verify which one it actually landed on and make sure that our entry is proper and all that?
Yeah, I mean, it is this time. Yeah, because I went
All
through the list fully this time to make sure that everyone was valid. I made sure that everyone was good, and yeah, we are totally good this time.
All right,
Yep,
cool, man.
absolutely,
Cool.
bro. So this is the finalized version. Yep, absolutely. This time we went through. So yeah,
Congrats, man.
last time, like I mentioned in the post, that was the error that we had made. We had a second invalid entry, among other things, like I noted in my post. That said, this time the entries are valid. So
Let's go.
we are good. So, Charles, thank you so much, bro. Happy for you. Happy, you're getting these Moduspaces, and thanks for joining the giveaway. And that's it, guys. Let's move on to our next topic. We'll wait for Lael to come back, but before we do that, the Mark 6. Do head sculpts matter for these type of characters? Because it's interesting because you're paying, depending upon if you get the gantry or version, you're paying like $600+, right? $655 for this. But if you don't, you're getting the Iron Man for what, like $350, $360, something like that. I can't recall the exact amount. But
Yeah.
if that's the case, do head sculpts truly matter? Because most people are probably going to use the helmet for this. But I always find this to be an interesting discussion because you're paying for the head sculpt and maybe you do want to use it.
Exactly.
And so you're
Exactly.
paying for something that's not up to par for most people. I don't think this is terrible. I've heard some people say that this is absolutely atrocious. I know Riley's one of them. So I'm going to say that overall, this is.
Okay, I don't think it's atrocious.
Yeah,
Oh, you-
I was messing
don't
with you.
put me under the
Carlos said
bus.
it
That
was
was Carlos.
atrocious.
Yeah.
Right, I'm just messing with you. But basically, it's. I think it's pretty solid, like a 7.5 or so. But do head sculpts really matter that much for a character that's armored like this? Mario, what are your thoughts on this?
Doesn't matter if it's armored or not. That's why we buy these figures, man. That's what attracted us to Hot Toys in general. Were these head sculpts? This particular one for the Mark 6. I always say 7. I don't know why. I think it was good, man. I think it's a decent 8. I see the likeness there. The rolling eyeballs is great. But yeah, they actually should matter, dude. Because I mean, look what happened. Look at the scrutiny with Bo-Katan. It's a benefit too that we can put the helmets on them when they need to, right? I mean, if it didn't matter, then what would the Tony Stank would have stuck around? That
That's
obviously
true.
matters, bro, because everyone shouted out, on that one, man. And Hot Toys actually listened, which is crazy for me to see that because that's never happened before. And they actually just they put out a new head sculpt for the Mark 85, man. So yeah, they absolutely do matter, bro. I mean, I wouldn't see why anybody wouldn't disagree.
Yeah.
But like I said, yes, before, yeah, you can cover with the helmets, but still, I like to rock, a head sculpt, holding the helmet as well. Put the head sculpt on the figure and just have the figure just holding their helmet. Bo-Katan have it posed like that right now.
Right.
Captain Rex had a pose like that. Multiple figures had a pose like that.
Right.
And if I want to go back and forth, between the two, I mean, I want to make sure that the head sculpt's on point so I can actually display
Right.
it, man. It's a bummer
Well-
when it's not. It's not always necessarily a deal breaker. But
Right.
to
Well, it's
me,
interesting,
they
Mario.
do
How
matter.
many? I know you've heard a ton. Like, oh, I don't really care. I'm not going to use the head sculpt anyway. I know that's said
Right.
a lot.
Right.
Yeah, dude, my freaking If head sculpt doesn't matter,
Head scalp.
I know, huh? Han and Luke in Stormtrooper disguise. Why the hell did I pick those up?
Yeah, that's just a stormtrooper at that point.
They're just regular stormtroopers, man.
Right,
So
right.
why would- yeah, of course, dude. Of course they matter. Of course.
Okay. Because I think Mario with Iron Man figures, they don't. I mean, most of the head sculpts are pretty good for Iron Man figures, to be fair.
Yeah.
So
but a lot of them are encased in the helmet. They're not fully exposed,
Sure.
like this one is.
Yeah, especially War Machine.
there's that.
War Machine, they did that a ton.
They did one. They only did one.
One without it. It was
Endgame
Endgame, right?
2.0. Yeah, the
Endgame. Yeah.
Endgame 2.0, man, which is a
Right.
travesty, but
Exactly.
it is
Well,
what it is.
Riley, what do you think, bro? For maybe an armored character like this, how do you feel about this? With the head sculpt, because I know even with Loki, for example, the head without the helmet,
Right.
not crazy about it, right? But with the helmet, I think it's pretty good. So, but what do you think about it? Where do you land on this one?
I think that I'm a little indifferent, but ultimately, yes, head sculpts do matter. I think that there is some cases where you can kind of like be like, oh, you can give it a pass, but overall, I'm kind of with Mario, where like the main reason, I think one of the biggest reasons why we collect these things is mainly to not have these figures masked up. I mean, I know a lot of people do that where they always have it masked on because it just looks cool, but a big reason is the artistry they put into the actual head sculpts. Obviously, at Hot Toys, are just amazing at doing that and crafting that, but there are some times where, like, I guess it wouldn't matter. I know I made a video this week on the Mark 1 that got released, and there's a lot of controversy with that one, like, because obviously you know that they basically reused the sculpt but updated the paint apps. It's kind of goes both ways, because there's some people in my comments that were like, who cares? Like, I mean, when I get this Mark 1, I would never have him with his sculpt because he just looks amazing in the whole metal look. So, like, who cares? Like, really, it is what it is. But then you have other people like, well, we paid for this. We paid a lot of money for this. We wouldn't really want it to like stay the same. That said, it wasn't the proto. It was the same in the prototype. So we can kind of expect it at a point. It goes both ways. But and with me, also like with the Doc Ock, for instance, that's one where I desperately want that updated because I'm not a fan of the way that looks. And I know JC Hogg said they're gonna update it. So hopefully that ends up happening. But I can also say, like, if it does turn out the same way, the Doc Ock, I'm still going to get it. I mean, I'm not going to pass on it because it stays the same, because I'll just be like, okay, I can put the glasses on. I'll make it work because I just love the character enough. But like I said, at the end of the day, it does matter in the grand scheme of things, because like people have been saying in the comments of this stream, like, prices are rising a lot. So I think that with that price hike, we kind of have to expect head sculpts to kind of increase and not kind of decline when it comes to Proto to Final. But at the same time, I also have made it prevalent that when it comes to Proto to Final, typically you can kind of expect a little decline, like 5 to 10%. I know a lot of people, when they see prototypes, they're like, I'm expecting an update. This is going to be way better when it comes to the final. But I would honestly disagree with that. I think that we kind of have to expect Hot Toys at one point to be like, it's going to kind of decline a little bit, because that typically happens. Like, there will be those rare cases where they will be updated. It's way better. But for the most part, you're kind of expecting a slight little percentage decline. But yeah, that's what I'd say about it. It does matter at the end of the day.
I think you're hoping for like a 5% decline. I think that's a realistic, hopeful, optimistic expectation.
Right.
Like, if you get more than that, that's where it starts to become disappointing, because you pre-ordered something and then it's like, oh, dude, it dropped 20%, right? And then you're like, that's significant enough to make you feel a little frustrated. But yeah, it's interesting you guys say this, and I should have asked the chat this one. I'll post a poll real quick. But basically, yeah, like, I'm just wondering, with helmeted characters, like, the big ones like Iron Man, even Captain America that has a mask on, right? Stuff like that. Most people are probably going to use that. Some people won't, right? Is this head sculpt matter?
I don't.
Much?
I mean,
yeah. Do you have them unmasked, Mario? Okay.
When I had them displayed, I had them unmasked. It's a dope head sculpt. It's a really nice one, man. It's like one of the best ones out there, or for Chris Evans that they've done. And I want to display it. You know what I mean?
Right.
If anything, too, is that what I would love to see is that, take a page from what Prime 1 has done. Well, they have with the Carnage. Right. Give us some bust, man. Give us an option to put give us a bust so we can actually display the extra head sculpt as well. Add a little bit to the display.
Definitely do that. For sure.
Right. Absolutely. Well, yeah. Great to hear, guys. Like I said, let us know your thoughts in the comments. I'll keep that poll running for a little bit. And yeah, want to hear what you guys think about head sculpts, whether they matter. For me, I guess they do. They matter a lot. I guess I just feel like some characters matter more than others. You know what I mean? Because it's like some characters you're probably always going to use the helmet if it's an iconic type of helmeted look. Right. So
yeah, but
like I would have the helmet on this figure. But yeah,
but don't you want that consistency though?
I do, Mario. It does matter.
We can't just give them a way out if, like,
you don't give them
more important than others.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. Exactly. And just, exactly. But I do feel like just looking at it realistically, it's kind of like, some of them are a little more important than others.
Sure.
Like, for a character that really the head sculpt is super important. For example, like if Hot Toys were to do a Soldier Boy, right, from the boys, the head sculpt would be super important. Even though he has that mask look, he doesn't really wear that much. Right. So it's not his iconic look. So it just depends on the character. That said, all right, Lael is back. Lael.
Yeah.
Toy, all right?
Well, I'm actually going to run. I'm going to run and get her some stuff for burns, whatever. So she spilled boiling water on the top of her hand and on her wrist. So like it bubbles. Luckily enough, it's not the it bubbles up a little bit. Like at a pill, you might see that white skin a little bit, but it'll grow back. It was boiling water. It wasn't major. So. But I am going to go get her some stuff for burns because my mom has it. So I'm going to run by there and get it. So, yeah.
All right, man.
It's a bit crazy, man. So I'm going to go grab it now. So,
sorry, bro. Hope she gets
sorry, I got to dip out,
send her a
man.
message.
Yeah, send her a message. Let her know, man. I mean, she's cool, but I'm going to go dip out and go get it now. So,
For sure.
Okay.
All right, but
bro.
yeah, man. Jason definitely, honey definitely works, man. So I'm going to go do that right now. Everybody, if you haven't already, follow the channel, follow everybody here and their channel, stuff like that. Great discussion. I wish I could have been even more, but this is crazy. So
bro, you're good, bro.
Always
Yeah, man, take care of what you need to take care of, guys.
Yeah,
Check out
man.
Lael, of course. 160, man.
Yeah, definitely, man. I'll talk to you a little bit. All right.
All right, bro.
All right.
We'll catch
Peace
up
out,
later.
Lael. See you, man.
All right, guys. Now we're down to 3. All right. So that said, we got a couple more topics here we can hit on before we get to Last of Us at 9 o'clock. That said, I think we got the right people for this one because this is going to be actually something really exciting. And now I wanted to go back, but essentially, the Hot Toys 40th anniversary Return of the Jedi figures. What are we hoping for? What do we want? What are we expecting? Because there could be a lot of things that they do here. I know a lot of people are craving for another Emperor. They're craving for a Darth Vader. That Sideshow has had the right over it seems.
You already have the other one. You're just
I know Mario wants that, right? So
just doesn't want it again.
Yeah, Mario, what figures do you want from this Return of the Jedi 40th anniversary line? Because it should be coming this year sometime.
Yeah, man. I'm sure we'll definitely see announcements come May 4th. But what's expected and what I want are two different things, man. What I expect are nothing but freaking reissues, man. And that will piss me the hell off, dude. Seriously, dude, because there are so many characters in Return of the Jedi. There were so many aliens that actually came out, or non-humans, might I say, that are in the freaking movie that Hasbro's done them all, mostly. I mean, like if you off the top of my head, I can think about Gamorrean Guard, right? There's one. Bib Fortuna is another one. Nine Numb is another one. Admiral Akbar, another one. Freaking why can I think of it? Mon Mothma is another one. Another one too. And plus, we got another opportunity to get a freaking Han Solo and Endor gear. We have Luke and Leia.
Yeah.
We need a Han Solo to complete that trinity, man. You know what I'm saying? So Jabba would be dope. A rank. Can you imagine us 1/6 Rancor from Hot Toys? Really?
That would be pretty dope. Pretty dope. Because Sideshow did one, didn't they?
They did.
Yeah.
It was a statue. They did.
Right.
Yeah. They totally
That would be dope.
Even on the Imperial side, man. I mean, we can get ATST drivers. We already got a Scout Trooper. We've already got a Stormtrooper, which is cool. We get TIE Fighter pilots finally, man. I mean, there's more pilots too on the Rebellion side. Wedge Antilles is another one. There's so many characters that I'm saying is out there. Instead of revisiting all these other ones that they've already done, give us more of what's there. There's, like I said, so many more Ewoks. I wouldn't mind getting a couple more either, man. Chief Chirpa is one. Who's another one? The medic one. Anyway, there's a few of them out there, and
it's a lot of picks.
Mario is the expert.
It's endless. It is endless, man. There are so many freaking figures that can come out for Return of the Jedi. If they can show the same love that they've shown with Episode 2, right? For an original trilogy, the last one in the original trilogy, bro. They freaking better show that same kind of love, bro.
It's true.
Whether it be anywhere from 7 to 17 figures.
We're gonna get like
17. Okay.
Bring it all, man. Like I said, dude, I just named you a bunch of characters.
You did.
That need to come.
They're
out,
listening.
Right?
Yeah.
So
we're gonna get like 3.
Yo, right? I mean, come on, dude. Freaking what's his name? Salacious Crumb. Salacious B. Crumb. There's another one. The local walking monkey lizard, man.
Right.
Freaking 3PO, dude. All the oh my gosh,
Right.
they're just too many to name, bro.
Yeah.
You know, Han Solo and Carbonite. That's another one too.
That would be dope.
I mean, shit.
That'd be dope.
Yeah, absolutely. That would be
Leia
dope.
Boosh. Leia
What
Boosh
about
is another
C3
one. That's one that I really want. Leia
C3PO.
Boosh.
What about that?
Yeah,
Of course,
That's what definite. You got to do that. Come on.
Right. I mean,
Yeah,
you can make that
A-wing
from
pilots.
literally any film but the one they chose.
Right.
It's anyone.
It's true. It's
Anyone. And it's still good. It's still a good figure. It'll still be dope, but it's not the
Yeah.
one that most people want. Mario, thanks
Too
for your
many.
expertise, bro. That's why,
And
that's why I
one
knew
more
this
from
topic
me?
would. Yeah, what's up?
More from me.
Yeah.
Slave Leia. Let's make it
Nah,
happen.
bro.
It's not gonna happen. It's not
Let's
gonna
make it
happen, bro.
Come on.
It's never
come
gonna
on.
happen. That's a
It feels
third party
like
figure.
No,
custom third party.
Yeah.
Us that were younger men that really were into her back then in that movie. Come on, do us a favor.
I mean,
Come on.
honestly, I mean, it's possible. They could make it. I don't want to say it's entirely implausible, but
It's most.
I would
it's
say
unlikely.
unlikely. Yeah,
It's
unlikely.
for
It
sure.
would be a little bit
It's
interesting.
not gonna happen.
Yeah, but that's for sure. But
Like
Riley, what do you think?
And
bro?
one is even more unlikely, bro. I'm just
Yeah,
yeah,
well,
up front.
what happened?
Not
Mario,
happening.
I'm
Not
actually
happening.
the longer we go, though, I'm starting to kind of lose hope. I'm starting to
See,
lose
my
hope that
man,
maybe you were
I'm
right.
telling you, dude. That's why I don't want to get your hope. I'm just trying to keep it real.
You're trying to be
All
a
right, it
realist.
ain't happening. It ain't happening.
Yeah, because I'm trying
wanna get your
to.
hopes
I'm
up.
trying to for sure keep you. You're keeping us level-headed here on this one, but
It's true.
absolutely,
That's what I
bro.
do.
Yeah, it's true, bro. Well, Riley, after Mario listed literally every character in Star
Literally
Wars,
everything.
what figure do you want from Jedi 40th anniversary line?
Rancor
Dude,
Keeper,
well, I can't even think of another, but like set background Ewok #2. That's what. I
Oh
want.
yeah,
But-
Ewok number 3. Yeah,
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly. But Vader's that's the one that I honestly would.
Yeah.
I'd bet money they're gonna do that. I mean, I just.
oh
it's
yeah,
so
that's the
such-
given.
They'll do
That's a
that.
I don't know with
Maybe even-
Sideshow though. What do you guys think about that? Because
Yeah,
Sideshow
but I mean,
involved.
Well, so they did a Endor Luke.
Yeah.
Sideshow's got an Endor Luke.
Yeah,
That's true.
Mhm.
And I'd
Go
imagine
figure.
it has the head sculpt too. Like that would be impressive.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people would want that. So I think that one's definite. I think we're gonna get a Palpatine again. Honestly, Mario. I think because he's like
Did you not
he's
hear
like
what I
the
said?
face. He's one of the
not
most
hear what I
like,
just
popular
said?
in that movie. Come on, Mario. It's gonna happen. But I don't think that we're gonna get those reissues like you're saying. I really think that they're gonna be like 1.5s. Like they'll do a little something different for you, Mario. But because like if you look at all the other stuff that got like shown, they've kind of increased it. They made it a little bit better, and I expect these to come out anytime soon. I mean, we already got. I think it was Clone Wars Kenobi from the 20th. What was it? Clone Wars line. So we've already gotten that. It's only January, so I'd expect
Yeah.
these coming out. I think like I said, Vader. Palpatine. I hope they do. Honestly, I hope they do a Palpatine because I did sell my original one I had. I had the Return of the
That's
Jedi
your
one,
fault,
so-
dude. That is your fault. You don't have the right to ask for
I
that
sold
back
my
anymore.
original,
You
too.
screwed
It's
up already,
happening,
dude.
bro. It's happening.
Both of y'all
Mario.
screwed up then.
They're gonna do an updated
That is
sculpt,
your
they'll
fault.
do- Whatever.
Updated
man. But,
sculpt, dude. This is
Updated
perfection
sculpt.
right now. What are you gonna
I'm
update?
thinking like 2023
Bro.
update.
updated tailoring. stuff.
2020
Yeah, exactly.
tailoring. He's in a freaking robe. Come on.
Yeah, maybe not. But
Bro.
I think that those are like easy picks that they're definitely gonna do and that I'd pick up because it's exciting and hopefully like Mario said like they did like I think like 7 or something. They did crazy amount for Attack of the Clones, so I'd imagine
Right?
they're gonna go heavy on this. But at the same time, Mario, you talk about this a lot. Empire Strikes Back. I think there was only like 3. Like they did 3 or 4, so they didn't really do that.
That
much
was
for
a travesty, man.
Yeah,
that was a
exactly.
crime against humanity for the lack of figures they released in that
Yes.
freaking 40th
Yes.
anniversary, man.
And C-3PO, like you said, that's like you got to do that. A gold C-3PO.
Mhm.
I mean, even me as a prequel guy, I skipped on the C-3PO because I want the gold one. I'm waiting
Yeah,
for that. I
me
think,
too.
Oh, man.
I think they're gonna do that. hopefully.
I
Sorry,
think so
Mario.
too, Riley. And I sold my Sideshow one, which I thought was actually pretty good. I sold that one
yeah,
because I'm like, eventually Hot Toys will make a gold one. It's just a matter of patience. So
Yeah.
Damn, this is why I wish I really want to hear Lael's answers for this too, man.
I know,
So,
bro. I know.
We got to revisit this for Lael.
I know. We'll revisit it sometime for sure. But guys, thank you so much for your thoughts on that topic. We'll see how much time we have left. Maybe 1, maybe 2 topics. Let's see. That said, we got a new guest here.
Whoa!
Nick, what's
Look
up,
who it
Nick?
is.
Mr. Nick's Collectibles.
Hello.
How you doing, bro? Popping in
man.
late.
Isn't it
Ooh,
niche?
the new mic.
It's
I
niche
heard y'all
collectibles.
already saying
Oh,
it's
yeah,
niche,
niche collectibles.
How does
actually.
Mario know about this?
Bro, I know things. That's my job.
Word spreads around very quickly.
That's
here.
nonsense.
Mr. Niche Collectibles.
Nick.
Yo.
He's a niche collector, bro.
It could be niche collectibles too. Yeah, exactly.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
absolutely, bro. Nick,
That's
how you
dope,
doing,
actually.
bro?
I like that.
I'm doing fine. You know, I love being the stunt double of people. So,
Whenever I leave, like, or someone
Bro,
else leaves. it takes
bro,
the spot.
when I hear somebody's left the group, I like it's just like a spider sense kicks in. And
Amen, coach.
Give me the link.
put me in.
That's what it is, bro. Put me in, coach. Put me in. Yeah. Well, and Nick, I want to start with you, bro, on this one. I want to ask you guys about companion pieces. Because companion pieces are very interesting depending upon who you ask, right? So for me, I'm just going to share an example here. And I actually put another one in the thumbnail, which we'll get to as well. But say Spider-Gwen, right? Yes, you can maybe argue she's not a companion piece. Maybe she could be her own figure. You don't even need Miles, right? But most people are probably going to get Gwen because they have Miles and they want to put them together. So thus, Gwen would be more of a companion piece to Miles than vice versa. Depending upon who you ask, some people maybe love Gwen and they don't need Miles, or Miles is the companion piece to Gwen. But most cases, it's probably going to be the opposite. That said, are companion pieces worthwhile? Nick, I want to ask you this question. Would you rather, because limited funds, prices tend to be going up, space is limited. You don't even use stands. So, at this point, is it a worthwhile investment, bro? Is it a worthwhile investment to get companion pieces? What do you think?
I think it really depends on the person and the collection you're doing. Like for someone like me who only does I can only do 30 max. I'm very picky of what I'm getting. It has to be mostly main characters. I kind of broke that rule one time because I have the armor because I wanted her to go with Mando. So, and I mean, I don't know. I may get rid of her at some point, just to make space for another main character, like Bo-Katan or something. But I think it really depends person to person. The more pieces you have, I feel like you could have more side characters. But if you're very limited on what you have, maybe stick to just the top tier characters, or as TBC would say, your tier ones, your tier twos, tier threes. Just do that sort of thing. That's
Nick,
that's how I look at
think
it.
about the future, bro. Don't just think in the now, because what if your space eventually evolves where you can't have it?
No, that's true too.
He's just trying to enable you, bro.
Mario's
That's all he's doing. That's all Mario's doing.
Something at
Well, he's
retail.
making good
Mario's
points.
giving
though.
a
Going
good viewpoint
back,
here, though. He's giving a good approach.
Yo, wait a minute,
just saying, man.
he's making
I'm
good
just
points.
saying, bro.
I might go buy some 10 Death Troopers.
You don't gotta go that far. You don't gotta go that far. I'm
Take
just
it to the
saying,
extreme,
man.
Nick.
Yeah, I'm just saying, bro.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's good to hear from you, Nick. And Riley, what do you think, bro? I mean, are companion pieces a worthwhile investment overall?
It's a good question. I think that, to me, I don't think it depends on the like Nick said. It depends on the character, because you brought a great point with Spider-Gwen. I have the Miles Morales, and I'm actually skipping on the Spider-Gwen. I'm not getting Spider-Gwen. I think it's just mainly depends on how much you like that companion piece. You shouldn't, in my eyes, buy a figure just because it looks good next to a figure. That's just the way I collect. I mean, I've done that before where I'm like, oh, this looks so cool with this. It would look great with this or that. And I end up picking it up. But then I'm just like, do I really like it that much? And then I just end up selling it. And then I'm just like, oh, now I got to deal with shipping, doing that and that. And I don't want to deal with that. So for me, I'd say it depends on if you really like that character. I have a 501st Clone Trooper. To me, I love the 501st. So I'm like, dude, this would look kick-ass with two of them. So I got two of them. So I have two of them next to each other. And I still have it because I love the figure and I love the character of just all the clones, etc. But for Spider-Gwen, it's more to me yeah, she's a cool character, but she's not one where I just don't need my collection. And having Miles there and not her next to it's not a deal breaker to me. So that's the way I look at it. I understand why people would go for companion pieces, not harping on anyone for doing that, because they look really great when you do photography or just have them all on display. But in my eyes, No Way Home, that's a great example. I'm getting all the stuff with No Way Home, but it's not because they would look good next to each other. It's because I just love that film so much and I love the characters all in it. And that's why I'm completing the line. But when it comes to other things, it's not a worthwhile investment in my eyes, because at the end of the day, when I like Nick said, oh, if I want to get rid of this, yeah, I could sell it later down the road. But do you really want to deal with having to sell it down the road and picking up your main thing you like? I'd say be more selective. That's the way I collect. And yeah, that's how we do it.
Right. Absolutely makes sense. Well, Mario, what do you think, bro?
Mario's the opposite.
I'm interested to
He's the
hear
complete
Mario's
opposite.
response on this one, because Mario, sometimes he'll buy figures and store them and wait for the right time to display them. So he's a very careful collector, bro. Mario, what do you think, bro, about companion pieces?
I think to a certain degree, yes, they're actually warranted, but there are some of those characters that stand out so much that it's like, who do you pair it with? Even if something is, even there's something else out there, the Jack Sparrow DX-15. Even though there's technically nothing out there, who would you want to display next to? Because then you're just like, him alone, that piece has so much presence. You know, that's one to stand alone for myself. The DX-05 Indiana Jones. There's so much going on with that diorama that you can do with it. And who else would you want to display with it? However, the Mark 6 Iron Man, you gotta have the Mark 1 War Machine, right? With that to go with
Right.
it. I think any War
Correct.
Machine with Iron Man, you gotta have them both. Han and Chewie, they go together, bro. That's another one that you gotta have as well. If you can't have one without the other, man. So there are certain pieces that definitely warrant, the companion piece. But again, there are others. But to Nick's point, everyone's budget is finite. Everyone's space is finite. You know what I mean? So everybody just do what you can for the moment. You know what I mean?
Good advice.
Because at the same time, it's like, why would you want to invest in something that may not be worthwhile when you could put that towards something that you really, really want?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So I would just say, just collect them now. Even though I just gave Nick a little bit of shit.
Yeah,
for it.
future advice. I was gonna say, is he kind of backtracking?
I know, but even still, but if you can, man, I mean, if the budget allows you to do so, then have at it. Feel free.
Yeah.
Right.
But I mean, just to do what you can. I mean, I would. That's for me, I can't really. I get fucking everything, dude. So even when it comes to Star Wars,
Well,
man,
I also have to say
everything
too,
here's a companion
Mario.
piece.
It's a matter of like, say for example, like you wanted to change something in your collection. You wanted to sell the non-companion piece that you bought the companion piece for. Now you have to sell both because you're not really going to keep the companion piece without its companion that you bought it originally for. So it's kind of like, well, if things change or you want to go a different way, or say maybe you wanted to get a different version or whatever, and now they don't match. Say you want to get the Miles from the second movie, right? And now you're like, well, maybe Gwen has a slightly different outfit or something, and it doesn't quite match, and you're more of a stickler for authenticity.
That bugs the
It
shit
creates
out of me,
more
dude.
difficult and more difficult stress in your life. So it's kind of like
It really
that's why,
does. Yeah, it really does. Like if I were gonna actually get that Gwen, right?
Mhm.
Since I already got the Miles, I don't plan on upgrading that. That's a beautiful figure. That's perfection.
Yeah, right.
I would have to get the original one because if I had one from one movie and then another one from another movie to pair them up, no, that drives me insane, dude. I'm that collector, bro.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Like for the Back to the Future figures, right? I've got the original ones, original Doc and Marty. I'm gonna want the original Mark 1 DeLorean. I'm not gonna want the Mark 2.
Yeah.
So that would just drive me insane. But you know what? 5 minutes left till showtime, bro.
Yeah,
That's-
bro.
That's my answer. man.
Absolutely,
Let's
bro.
go.
Drop the
Absolutely.
mic.
Well, guys, we are going to wrap it there. Thank you so much for contributing your awesome thoughts here on this one. And once I get rid of this banner here, then we'll be good. Guys, we got Last of Us in 5 minutes. So that said, we're really excited about that one. Mario, what's coming up on El Professoro, bro? Because I know there's some good shit coming up over there.
Nothing. Last of Us. Let's go. Come on.
Mario, I'm glad you're a fan, bro. I'm glad you're a fan of Last of Us. I'm glad you're
You
getting
know,
that, bro.
bro. You already know.
It's such a good show. Supposedly, this episode is a television masterpiece. That's what Forbes said.
Dude,
So-
if
Really?
Yes.
the fact that they're just getting better and better. I know it's only episode 3 right now,
Mm-hmm.
right? But for those that already seen the entire season, I'm hearing it just gets better and better. It's crazy. We don't see anything like that these days anymore.
Right. Absolutely, bro. It's true. Well, Mario, good to have you, bro. Guys, check out El Professoro, of course. And of course, Mr. Nick's Collectibles, Mr. Niche Collectibles. What's coming up on your channel, bro? Thanks for joining.
Yeah, thanks, Will, for letting me in. And listen, I like The Last of Us show so far, but I don't like it that much that I'm gonna be quick with what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna take my time. I'm gonna make you guys
okay.
wait. Ooh.
Let's ban him. Let's just kick him now.
No, but for the 5 minutes I've been here, it's been a good time, and appreciate the conversation, appreciate your
Make every second
time.
count, bro.
And I like all you guys. I love the chat and all that. So yeah, thanks for
Yeah.
having me be your subbing.
Thanks,
I'll
bro.
always be here.
Well, thanks for joining, bro. My brother commented, I think my stream is broke. Riley is on there twice.
Oh snap!
Damn, bro.
Well,
We
thanks so
need
much, bro.
KG.
I know, right? We need KG.
Oh,
yeah,
our stream is
Riley
broke.
broke.
Yeah, I was about to say
Riley
Riley broke.
Yeah, there we go. Riley's back. So thanks so much for joining, Nick. Appreciate you, bro. Thanks for subbing in. And Mr. Riley Reviews, thanks so much to you, bro, for joining. I know you're not usually available on Sundays, but thanks for joining, man.
Of course, bro. So yeah, on my channel right now, just got some YouTube shorts, some discussions on announcements and releases, obviously by Hot Toys, which I usually do. I also picked up the Jazzig Vulture. I got it on a really good deal, so we're probably gonna be doing some
Oh.
content with that because it's I know Hot Toys
Nice,
will probably end up doing it, but I'm just like, I don't care. I'm gonna pick this up because it was really nice. 3 minutes.
That one was real
that's
leather
pretty
though.
much it.
Hot Toys ain't gonna do that.
That's true. That's true. But yeah, thank you for the invite, Will. It's
Nish
lot of
makes a
fun.
good point.
Niche. But yeah, check out A Place for Collected. Shout out to Nick there. He's a mod there, and I'm an admin. It's a great group to be at. And yeah, just check out my channel, Riley Reviews. I've got a lot of fun stuff coming, YouTube shorts, live streams hopefully soon. We're going to do a game show soon. And yeah, just other contents. But thanks for the invite. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining. There'll be other content coming up on this channel. Lots of great stuff. Check out all these wonderful, amazing collectors on this Avengers level panel this evening. That said, guys, enjoy The Last of Us. Thank you so much for staying with us and sticking with us through this stream. Peace out, guys. Bye. See you later next time. Bye.